Hi, my name is Bonanza86. I figured I'd do another vlog today since I was in the mood. So, I made a vlog many years ago asking the rhetorical question, should Wanetta Gibson be prosecuted? Obviously, the answer is 100% yes. Now, for those of you who don't know who she is, let me give you a brief, maybe 60 to 90-second summation of the whole situation. Brian Banks was a high school football player, very popular. He was on track to play in the NFL. That's how good he was. In the early 2000s, though, his classmate, Wanetta Gibson, accused him of sexual assault. His lawyer at the time told him to take the plea deal. He was facing 41 years in prison. Well, Brian Banks is innocent. He didn't do this. But his lawyer said, take the plea deal. All the jury is going to see is a big black man in court. Paraphrasing. So, take the plea deal, get 6 years, or try to fight the charges and, if convicted, get 41. So, pled no contest. He received nearly 6 years in prison, had to register as a sex offender, had to wear an ankle monitor upon release from prison, and his life just didn't seem to be in the best of places until his accuser tried to hit him up on Facebook via friend request. And with that, she recanted her confession, and Brian Banks was eventually exonerated. How was that? Missing anything? Brian Banks actually made a movie out of it. Brian Banks came out in 2019, around the summertime. I saw it. Really good movie. It made me angry, though. It made me angry because this man went through a very unnecessary ordeal because of an individual who decided to lie about what had happened to her. Not only that, she sued the school and received a $1.5 million judgment. She since spent that money. In fact, the only thing that I remember seeing online with regards to Wanetta Gibson was that the school sued her and received a $2.6 million judgment way back in 2014. And they've yet to see a penny of that, as far as I can tell. So it almost feels as if Wanetta Gibson got away scot-free. I haven't seen any type of article say that the school has been hammering at her door or sending her letters saying, hey, you need to pay this money, we'll garnish your wages, or if you don't pay this amount, you're going to go to jail. As far as I know, Wanetta Gibson is still out in the world doing God knows what. So that's where the cynic in me says, if Wanetta Gibson didn't get punished then, why would they even begin to punish her now? I mean, what do you think? You think we should do a hashtag punish Wanetta Gibson on Twitter? See if it gains any traction? I'm not on Twitter much, so that's not really something that's in my forte. But for Brian Banks, he's pretty much said that he wasn't going to go after her. And honestly, if I were he, I definitely would. Just considering what he had to go through needlessly and having to fight for several years to get his name cleared and missing his opportunity to play in the NFL because of that accusation. But I think with Brian Banks, he was just relieved that he got his name cleared and he can get his life back together. And I guess I can see where he's coming from. If he were to go ahead and file, charges against Wanetta again, it would have him revert back to that time where he was at his low point, and that's probably not something he would want to experience again. So rather than do that, he's just trying to live his best life. So Brian Banks, I wish you all the best. This was more of just a rambling video in which I'm voicing my displeasure at the fact that I've yet to hear anything with regards to Wanetta Gibson facing any type of repercussions, because I believe she should. I definitely believe she should. What say you, listener? My comment section is open. I would sure love to hear some feedback. I'm Bonanza86. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks.